Welcome to this podcast.
Episode 1, season 2.
Woo!
Season 2.
Episode 1!
Yeah!
Yay!
Awesome!
That was a great workout.
Season 1 was a great
Great
Oh,
workout.
yeah, that's correct.
Getting us in shape for season 2.
Boom.
Wow.
Yeah, that's boom beat.
So you guys, last week was our anniversary episode.
Mhm.
How do you feel? You had 1 full year of the Stripecast.
No Chinese.
And we did have Chinese
And we
food.
did have
We
Chinese food.
celebration.
That's
Oh,
right.
God.
How do you feel?
Really good.
Yeah? Jeff, what about you?
I feel super.
You feel super?
What's
Yeah.
season 2 gonna bring?
Yeah.
I think season 2 is gonna be a lot of laughs.
A lot of
Lot
laughs.
of laughs.
Oh, I like it.
What
and
about
more,
you?
And more business and news and anchor and talk about like if it's October, like Halloween month right now, we can talk about more things like
And more tears.
Yep, some more laughs, some more tears.
we can talk
ahead.
about more like what we do when we go out to trick or treat.
I don't think
I don't
any
think
of us
we
go
trick or
trick-or-treating
treat
anymore.
because we're adults.
About businesses and
Okay.
telling us about bank reporters.
Sure, we can take this show real serious and we can talk about the serious stuff, right?
I
Yeah.
don't think
All
it's
right.
gonna make us
And,
laugh.
and more love.
More love. I love that.
More laughs, more tears, more
More
love,
love.
more Halloween.
More business.
Actually, I never liked Halloween.
Me too, Jeff.
Halloween is out.
I don't like Halloween either.
I know, I
Least
never
favorite
liked
holiday.
Halloween.
How about Thanksgiving?
Favorite.
More Thanksgiving. Yum.
Lots of yum.
My whole family
Nope.
likes Thanksgiving.
Yum.
What, a,
I don't like Halloween.
what about the
Well, I
day
know Christmas.
after Thanksgiving? The one with Rick Chevette and Portland,
Black Friday.
Black Friday?
the tree lighting
Yeah.
Oh,
there you
in
go.
Monument Square?
in Monument Square.
Are you going to go to that?
I think so. Was Lucas, I think.
Cool.
If it's not busy.
All right, so
Awesome.
season 2 sounds like it's got a lot in store.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, big buddy.
Who is our guest today? No? Our guest today is
Kevin Snider.
Kevin Snider from Acadia.
From Acadia Park.
And Acadia
Acadia
National
National
Park. Awesome. So he's the superintendent of the park, so the big boss, and we're going to chat with him a little later on and learn all about Acadia and why it's so special and unique, and it's right in our backyard, right?
Yeah.
Plus,
so awesome.
I know.
at least
you
one,
love
maybe
it.
2 new segments.
That's right,
of the
coming up later
Stripecast.
on. Can't wait. So, should we dive right in?
I think so.
All right.
We'll be right back.
All right, we're back, and here's Noel with the bio of our guest, Kevin Schneider.
Kevin B. Snider is the superintendent of Acadia National Park and
Saint
St.
Croix.
Croix Island International
Historic.
Historic Site, a position he has held since January 2016. Kevin has worked at many other national parks locations, such as Grand
Teton.
Teton National Park, White
Sands.
National Monument, Glen
Canyon.
Canyon National Recreational
Area.
Areas, and Yellowstone National Park. Kevin began his national park service career maintaining backcountry trails at Rocky Monument National Park. Kevin's wife, Kate, is originally from Bangor, Maine, and they have 2 young children. Please welcome Kevin Snider.
Yay! Welcome! Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be with you.
All right, Noel is going to kick things off. Go ahead, Noel.
Tell our listeners about Acadia National Park. What it is it like?
Well, Acadia National Park, I think, is one of America's greatest national parks, and it's right here in Maine, along the down east coast of Maine. And Acadia preserves this incredible collection of islands and mountains along the coast. It's a place where you can be on a trail hiking, you can be in your canoe or kayak or paddling, you can be on your bicycle riding our carriage roads. It's just a wonderful, wonderful place to get out and enjoy nature.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely is. Have you guys been up there? No, not yet. Jeff,
Been
you
there.
My brother Peter had
Yeah.
Oh, really? Nice. Well, you'll have to get up there soon. Jeff, you're up next.
What makes Acadia different from
Other?
other national parks?
Well, I think one of the things that makes Acadia different from other national parks is it's so accessible. You can, right here from Bar Harbor, where my office is, you can be on a trail literally in just a couple of minutes. You can have your canoe or your kayak in the water. You can have your bike on one of the park's carriage roads. It's really easy to get to these incredible experiences all in a really compressed place, and so you can in a day do all of those things if you want. So I think that's what makes it special. It's not so big and vast like Yellowstone, where you have to drive 2 hours to get from one place to the next. Acadia really packs it all in a small space.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, us too. That's really interesting. Jeff, you are up.
Nope.
No, we are up. Yeah, sorry about that. Go ahead, Noel.
How long have you worked for Acadia National Park? What is an
Average?
average day look
Like,
like in your world?
Well, I have been here at Acadia for almost 4 years, but I've worked for the Park Service in one way or another for more than 20 years. So it's really been my career since college.
wow.
And an average day for me is pretty unpredictable. It can really range. Generally it involves a lot of meetings with our staff, with people from the community, with our partners. But trying to help move some of the park's priorities forward is kind of my goal.
Yeah, definitely.
Now it's Jeff.
Sorry.
Did you answer?
Always.
Always no. You wanted to work at a national park.
Sounds like you might have.
Well, yeah, I kind of did. From the age of about 16 or so in high school, I realized that I wanted to be working in places like Acadia, places where you could hike and you could be outside and experience all nature has to offer. And so I grew up in the suburbs of Chicago and did not necessarily grow up having a place like Acadia in my backyard. And I think that made me realize that I wanted to, spend my life working on these kinds of places.
Yeah.
And so I think, from about high school on, I knew that I wanted to work in national parks. And I've been fortunate enough to have worked in some of the great national parks across the United States. I've worked in Yellowstone in Wyoming and Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming. I've worked in New Mexico at White Sands National Monument. And now here at Acadia, so I feel very fortunate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, wow.
Jeff is wowed by that answer.
I'm wild about that.
Those are some really amazing
I
parks.
have been to Yellowstone.
You've been to
Utah.
Yellowstone? Nice. That's awesome. Well, he used to work there. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Not a
Yellowstone in winter is just a magical time
Yeah, I bet.
to be at Yellowstone.
Awesome. Back to us. Weird.
What is the most challenging part of? Did I say that?
No, good. Of your
Of your role?
Well, I think the most challenging part of our jobs here at a place like Acadia is trying to manage this incredible place. And our mission really is simple. It's to preserve the park unimpaired for future generations. And so, we have a mission to preserve this place so that if you come back in 100 years from now, it should look the same. It should feel the same. And yet, on the other hand, we also have seen visitation at Acadia rise by 60% in the last 10 years. And so, we've seen significant increases in visitation. And so the most challenging part of our job is trying to sort of wrestle with increasing visitation, yet also trying to maintain what makes this place so special.
Yeah, that sounds like it can be a big task, but it seems like you guys are doing a really great job.
Great answer.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
What is the most rewarding part of your role?
What's the most rewarding part of your role?
Yeah, the most rewarding part of my job is getting to get out and actually talk to our visitors. And, when you do that, you realize that for people, this is a peak experience of their life. For many folks who are out there, they're out there on the carriage roads, they're out there on the trails, and they're with their family, they're with their friends, and they're having literally the time of their life. And for me, that's really inspirational, and that makes me just motivates me all the more to keep up the good work. And so just getting to chat with visitors and see how good of a time they're having is always really, really rewarding.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's not a bad view you get to look at every day either, so that's pretty cool too. Back to us.
Yep. What is something you wish everyone knew about the park?
I think that what I would tell people is we want you to have a really high quality and safe visit when you come to Acadia. And the best way you can do that is by being prepared. And we have a ton of information on our website. So I would love for people to know before they come here to look at our website, which is www.nps.gov/ACAD. And check out our website and learn a little bit about what you want to do, and check in and talk with a ranger when you get to the park, and just I think that really helps at having a high quality experience when you're here.
Yeah, be prepared.
Sounds
I
like great
that.
advice.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Jeff?
If you could give one piece of advice to your listeners visiting the park, what would it be?
What would it be?
Well, again, it'd be really checking in with the visitors at a visitor center, checking in with the rangers, and checking out our website, kind of doing some advanced preparation, I think is the most important ingredient to having a high quality visit. But beyond that, relax and have fun. And you're going to have a great time. It's we see people from all walks of life, all over the world coming here, and this is a magical place. It's the kind of experience that people remember for their whole life, and we're part of that magic. So we're pretty excited.
Yeah, that's amazing.
We're fortunate to have it right in our backyard.
Yeah,
too.
very lucky.
We are. I mean, Acadia is only a day's drive from like 80 million people who live in the United States and Canada. So a lot of folks have us sort of in their backyard, and I think that's part of the reason why we've seen these visitation increases over the last 10 years too.
Yeah, that's amazing. Wow.
And could you give us the website one more time?
You bet. It's www.nps, like National Park Service, .gov/ACAD, like Acadia.
Yeah, great.
Awesome. So those were our more formal interview questions, and now it's time for our lightning round. So Jeff starts off the lightning round.
Ready, Jeff?
Go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah.
Hiking
in Acadia or swimming in Acadia.
I'm going to go hiking. Yeah. I'm a hiker.
Nice.
Oh, awesome.
You can hike way more often than you can swim,
I'm
probably.
excited for you.
Yeah.
So this one is off season?
Off season or summertime?
I'm going to have to pick off season. I love cross-country skiing, and when we have good snow, the carriage roads are groomed for cross-country skiing, and I think we have the best cross-country skiing in America when we have when those carriage roads are groomed.
Yeah, let's go up there and do it. Sounds fun. Jeff?
Cadillac Mountain or Jordan Pond?
That's a tough one. I am going to go for Jordan Pond.
Ooh.
But take the bus there.
Yeah.
Where is your favorite view of the park?
I love the views of, pick any mountaintop in the park, and maybe my favorite might be Sargent Mountain. And I'm going to say the view from up there, and you see the islands of Maine, you see the forests of the park, and just this incredible pastoral, idyllic landscape. It's really special. And of course, you've had to hike up there, so you had to work to get there.
Yeah, definitely. It's a great spot. Jeff?
What would you do if you
Weren't?
worked
If you weren't the...
you weren't the park boss?
Well, that would be tough. I'm not sure what I would do, but I might, I'm the kind of person, maybe I'd be a chef. Maybe I'd work overseas for like the State Department. I don't know. That would be tough because I've worked for the Park Service since I was 17. But maybe I'd be a pilot. Something that involved place, I think.
Yeah, awesome. I know it's hard to know if you've been doing something for so long. That's so cool.
Yeah.
And last but not least,
Tell us your best joke.
tell us your best joke if you had one.
No.
My best joke, this is the part that I'm not too much of a good joke teller, but since it's coming up towards Christmas, I guess I'll say a Christmas joke, and that is Acadia has 4 campgrounds in the park. And we have Blackwoods Campground, we have Seawall Campground, we've got the Schoodic Woods Campground, and we've got Isle of Ho. Can you guys guess which of those would be Santa Claus's favorite campground?
I think I got it, but can you guys guess?
I don't know.
Jeff?
I say Acadia Park.
You tell us.
It's of course it would be Isle of Ho Ho Ho.
Oh, get it? Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. That's a great joke.
So when Santa Claus is flying around on Christmas Eve, he can stop at Isle of Ho 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 and refuel if he needs to.
Awesome. I love that. Well, those are all of our questions. Is there anything else you'd like us to know or share with our listeners, or anything else you'd like us to plug on your behalf?
No, I think you guys covered it. Thanks for doing this.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being on our show. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
We're going to be right back.
The Strivecast is brought to you by
Listeners like you.
Listeners like who?
like
Us.
you.
No, who?
Who are we shouting out this week?
Trish, and Mike Harrison.
Trish and Mike Harrison
Harrison.
from
Booth Bay.
Booth
Bay.
Bay.
Thanks, Trish and Mike. Thanks for listening to our show. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Trish and Mike.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
Ask Noel.
It's time for our newest segment, Ask Noel.
Special season 2 segment
Woohoo.
called Ask Noel.
And what's the theme song, Noel?
Pom 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 pom. Na 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 lee da da pom pom pom.
All right.
Great
Man.
theme song.
It's time to Ask
Noel.
Can you tell us what this segment's all about?
Yeah.
What is-
Relationships and business and news.
Relationships and business and news.
All of the above.
So pretty much any of our listeners can write in. It's kind of like Dear Abby. They can write in, and soon they can call in. We're going to tell you a little bit more about that in just a second. A special hotline where they can leave you a voicemail.
That's right. And we'll answer it on the air.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
But we have one question this week that came in via email.
Yep.
Came in actually a little while ago. But we didn't have the segment until now.
Yeah.
And it's from a friend in Ohio. What's his name? I don't have it.
Jim.
Jim in Ohio asks, he would like to be in a relationship but doesn't know how. What is your advice to him, dear Noel?
Be yourself. Don't be embarrassed, and talk to her and have a great conversation and just relax and be yourself.
That's great
Great
advice.
advice.
I love that.
And just because we want everybody to be part of the show, Jeff, do you have a answer as well for Jim in
For
Ohio?
in Ohio.
Yes, I do.
Go ahead.
If it's a girl, to go for it. And if it's a guy, you probably like him better.
You'll probably like him better.
Maybe.
Okay.
They didn't specify.
Yeah, we don't know Jim's
What type of
preferences, but yeah, just go for it is good advice, right?
Yes.
And you both had really good advice. That's awesome.
Okay.
So if you, listener, want to call in and be the next Ask Noel question, you can give us a call and leave us a voicemail at 207-774-6278, extension 352. Okay, so
That's yours, that's it?
rewind. No, it's
That's
not.
going to be the Ask Noel extension.
That's right.
Yeah.
We'll leave a little voicemail for you, like recorded that says, "You've reached Ask Noel." Leave your message after the tone.
And
great.
if you give us permission, we will play your question
On
as
the
part of the next podcast.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
It's a fun way to make our show a little more interactive, and we're really excited to hear from you and have Noel answer your awesome questions.
So that
Yeah.
number again, 207-774-6278, extension 352 to get
Awesome.
to Dr. Ask Noel.
Yeah. All right, should you play yourself out now with your exit song for Ask Noel?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Punky, gone. If you had a door, open up. There's a question to ask the Noel.
All right.
That was the best.
And
We'll be right back.
Stripecast is brought to you by.
You're out here.
your ad right here.
Right
smack
here.
dab in the middle
Right
of the
here.
show.
Right here.
How can they advertise with us, Jeff?
Always follow us on media.
Social media.
Yeah,
Well done.
social media.
Mm-hmm.
Facebook.
Facebook. Yeah.
Or
Or how else can they reach us?
or send us an email.
Yes. Not
Great.
Bluetooth. Or give us a.
Or give us a call.
Correct.
That's right.
Awesome. So if you want to advertise on our show, we've got great prices and tons of listeners for you to advertise your business to. Please give us a call or send us an email at strivecast@pslstrive.org.
Season 2 special right
That's
now.
right. So act fast. Ready?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll be right back.
All right, we're back and it's time for
Jeff's segment.
Yakking with you.
Yakking with You.
So we've had a little internal debate if we should keep this segment or not. Jeff thinks he'd kind of like to go with a new segment for season 2. And I think that's going to be the topic of Yakking with You today.
Yeah.
But first, do you have a theme song you wanted to introduce Yakking with You about?
Go ahead, sing a song.
Theme? The Yakking with You theme?
Yakking with you, like yak.
Okay, great.
All right,
Thank
Yakking with
you.
You.
Amazing.
All right, here it is. Take it away. It's all yours.
Oh, awesome.
So should we continue with this segment, or do you have an idea for another one?
Probably that one.
Which one? Yakking with You or new one?
I say a new one.
A new
New
one.
segment. What would your new
Yeah.
segment be like?
I think my new segment might be the weather.
Well,
But,
the
yeah.
only problem with the weather is we usually tape this a week out, so it's almost going to be 2 weeks after we tape it sometimes before it comes out. So the weather will be
Too late.
very different.
Yeah.
Like by the time this episode comes out, it could be snowing.
Right.
Yeah, it'll probably be snowing here, but
Like a long range forecast.
Yeah. In a month from now.
and
Or what else could you talk about other than weather?
about like football.
Could give some sports predictions for the future.
Fantasy football
yes,
help?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Noel, what do you think Jeff could talk about?
I know. Life support.
Life support. Interesting.
Life support.
Like
If
what?
someone's on life support, if you should
If
yank
you
them
should
off
yank it or not? Yank the cord?
Life
Yeah.
support of being health,
Oh,
controlling your weight.
Yeah.
okay.
Health topics.
The opposite. of that.
You could give workout tips, Jeff.
What?
You could give workout tips since you work out all the time.
Actually,
Business tips?
always work out.
Yeah. Okay.
and always look very strong, and also in running, and also running on the treadmill as well.
Just like Pete.
Yeah, just like Pete. And
First place in my age group.
That's it.
and always watch the sugar and salt in your body fat.
Cholesterol.
And your body fat. So do you think that in yakking with you in the future, it'll be all about health and wellness?
Health and wellness. Yeah.
Boring. What do you think? I think once in a while.
Yeah.
Yes, always watch your salt and your everything else.
I like the hypothetical questions better.
Yeah, that was fun. If you had deli sheets, if you had deli meat to be your bed sheets, what would it be?
Bacon.
Probably it might be actually pork loins.
Pork loins.
Pork rounds?
He's like, you heard me.
Okay.
Yes, pork rinds.
Pork rinds.
If you missed the answer to what bed sheets would you like your what deli meat would you like your bed sheets to be made out of, that would be episode 52.
Yeah, go back one.
And I think it might be pork sausage.
Okay.
So,
always a good.
Yeah, and if you listeners have some ideas for what Yakking With You could be about, send us an email at strivecast@pslstrive.org. We'd love to hear your suggestions.
But I'll bet by season 2, episode 2, we will have it all figured out.
Definitely.
Oh,
Right.
yes, that's right, Pete.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right.
We'll be right back.
All right, it's back. We're back, and it's time to wrap.
Wrap it up. Time to wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Go to bed and wrap it up.
Go to bed and wrap it up.
If you had a pillow,
It's time to wrap it up.
if you
wrap
had a
it up.
bed, all
Wrap
you
it
have
up.
to do
Wrap
is
it
lift
up.
it up.
Time to wrap it up. Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Wake
wrap it
up, some
wrap it up,
funny,
wrap it up,
nee,
wrap it
nee,
up,
nee.
wrap it up,
Okay.
wrap it up.
I think it really is time to wrap it
Why
up.
can't we keep going? That was amazing. What a great episode, you guys. Season 2, episode 1 in the books.
Yeah.
Way to go. I think that was a great episode. And thanks so much to Kevin Schneider for coming on our show and being our first guest of season 2.
That's right. The website, one more time, is
Yep.
NPS, like National Park Service, .gov/ACAD.
Awesome.
So check it out. And
Yeah.
that was great advice to check that out before you go.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you haven't been to Acadia yet, you're missing out. So get there soon.
And my family went this summer, and we, of course, weren't that organized to go online ahead of time to check it out. But they do have a great visitor center. You can go in and chat with them. We talked with them about, we'd like to go on a short, fairly easy hike. And they gave us a great one and outlined it for us. So that was great. So if you have time, check out the website. If you don't, their great staff will help you with that too.
Great. Awesome. So should we do some updating events before we go?
I think so.
Go ahead.
Yes.
What's coming up in a couple weeks, guys?
Halloween.
Nope. Before that, we have the Strive
Strive's 15th annual
Auction.
auction.
Anniversary.
No, that's
That's
coming up
later.
in January, but our 15th annual auction coming up on October 23rd at the Italian Heritage Center in Portland. So if you're a local listener, then we'd love to see you there that night. Tickets are on sale. You can go to our website,
Is it South Portland
pslstrive.org/auction.
or Portland?
I think that's in Portland. If you're like Jim from Ohio that sent us in a question earlier, there's certainly ways to support us as well. And maybe you could put together a package from your hometown for us to auction off.
That would be awesome. We greatly appreciate it.
Tickets on sale now, and we're expecting 400 guests.
Yeah.
Over 400 items of all shapes and sizes. So check out our website for more.
Awesome. And we'd love to see you there. Again, that's Wednesday, October 23rd here in Portland.
Yeah.
And then, like Jeff said, we have our anniversary event coming up when?
Our 20th anniversary is in January.
January 25th, 2020 in South Portland. So
The
we'll see
Sheridan
you
St.
there.
Luke's.
That's right. So more details to come as we get closer to that.
We're looking for a great keynote speaker. If you have any ideas.
Do you know
please
anybody, or
reach
do
out.
you want to speak, or do you know anybody good?
Who's like a prominent speaker.
Yes.
Matt Farnham.
I don't know who that is. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we
Jeff
go?
Dunham.
Jeff Dunham, the comedian. Oh, can bring the puppets. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
Not really.
All right.
How do you think episode 1
I need you tonight.
hit that dump button, ready?
you right now.
All right, Jeff. Anything parting words for you?
Not really.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, thanks to all our listeners. Thanks to our producer, Whitney. Shout out to Susan. We miss you. Thanks so much to our engineer, Ryan, for putting the show together and being the best. And we will see you guys next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Adios,
Please
conjunction.
share.